ॐ अजाय नमः। ॐ अव्ययाय नमः। ॐ अविनाशिने नमः। ॐ अचिन्त्याय नमः। ॐ अप्रमेयाय नमः। ॐ अद्वितीयाय नमः। ॐ अनिकेताय नमः। ॐ अनुशासनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ अन्तःसाक्षिणे नमः। ॐ अन्तर्यामिने नमः। ॐ आनन्दाय नमः। ॐ आत्मस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ आङ्ग्लभाषाविदुत्तमाय नमः। ॐ ईश्वराय नमः। ॐ उदारहृदयाय नमः। ॐ उत्साहवर्धकाय नमः। ॐ एकस्मै नमः। ॐ ओंकारविदे नमः। ॐ करुणासागराय नमः। ॐ कर्मपरायणाय नमः। ॐ कालातीताय नमः। ॐ कैवल्यस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ कृतात्मने नमः। ॐ कृतकृत्याय नमः। ॐ गीताज्ञानयज्ञप्रचारकाय नमः। ॐ गुरवे नमः। ॐ गुणातीताय नमः। ॐ ग्रन्थकृते नमः। ॐ चिन्मयाय नमः। ॐ छिन्नसंशयाय नमः। ॐ जगदात्मने नमः। ॐ जगत्साक्षिणे नमः। ॐ जनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ जितेन्द्रियाय नमः। ॐ जीवब्रह्मैक्यविदे नमः। ॐ जीवन्मुक्ताय नमः। ॐ जीर्णमन्दिरोद्धारकाय नमः। ॐ तपोवनशिष्याय नमः। ॐ तपस्विने नमः। ॐ तापनाशनाय नमः। ॐ तीर्थस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ तेजस्विने नमः। ॐ देहातीताय नमः। ॐ द्वन्द्वातीताय नमः। ॐ दृढनिश्चयाय नमः। ॐ धर्मसंस्थापकाय नमः। ॐ धीमते नमः। ॐ धीराय नमः। ॐ धैर्यप्रदाय नमः। ॐ नारायणाय नमः। ॐ निजानन्दाय नमः। ॐ निरपेक्षाय नमः। ॐ निःस्पृहाय नमः। ॐ निरुपमाय नमः। ॐ निर्विकल्पाय नमः। ॐ नित्याय नमः। ॐ निरञ्जनाय नमः। ॐ परमाय नमः। ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ पावनाय नमः। ॐ पावकाय नमः। ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ प्रसन्नात्मने नमः। ॐ पदासक्तिरहिताय नमः। ॐ बहुभक्ताय नमः। ॐ बन्धमोचकाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मपराय नमः। ॐ भयनाशनाय नमः। ॐ भारतगौरवाय नमः। ॐ भूम्ने नमः। ॐ महावाक्योपदेशकाय नमः। ॐ महर्षये नमः। ॐ मधुरस्वभावाय नमः। ॐ मनोहराय नमः। ॐ महात्मने नमः। ॐ मेधाविने नमः। ॐ यदात्मने कृते नमः ॐ लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः ॐ वाग्मिने नमः ॐ विभवे नमः ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः ॐ वीतरागाय नमः ॐ वेदान्तवेद्याय नमः ॐ शान्ताय नमः ॐ शान्तिप्रदाय नमः ॐ शास्त्रोद्धारकाय नमः ॐ शुद्धसत्त्वाय नमः ॐ श्रुतिपारगाय नमः ॐ श्रोत्रियाय नमः ॐ सन्न्यासिने नमः ॐ समबुद्धये नमः ॐ सच्चिदानन्दाय नमः ॐ सर्वहितचिन्तकाय नमः ॐ सत्यसङ्कल्पाय नमः ॐ सन्तुष्टाय नमः ॐ साधवे नमः ॐ सुमनसे नमः ॐ सुहृदे नमः ॐ सिद्धांशोदिशे नमः ॐ सिद्धप्रज्ञाय नमः ॐ क्षमाशीलाय नमः ॐ ज्ञानमूर्तये नमः ॐ ज्ञानयोगिने नमः ॐ ज्ञानतृप्ताय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः Thanks to the hosts, 4 of you, for hosting this 100th name. So you have become a partner in the century. 100th name is what we are going to say. Sumanase Namah. We started sometime in the month of August last year, and we continued throughout the last so many months, and we will be ending this 108th by 2nd of June. Thanks to our Swapna who coordinated it so well, and all the families really did the excellent job of organizing it in their own homes. We could have easily held it in the center itself, but then I will have to do everything. Most of the organizational part is given to the people. It is good. So here we are at the 100th name, Sumanase Namaha. Yesterday we had this name, Sadhave Namaha. You know the word sadhu. Sadhu means, usually the word sadhu is associated with the person who is good for nothing. So sadhu Baba hai, right? One who is not very aggressive, proactive, sadhu. But what makes a sadhu is sattvika qualities. And that sattvic quality cannot come unless there is sushtu manaha. The mind is good. The mind has to be good. Now please switch off my phone, no? So it's better. Mind is a very important subject of Vedanta. Somebody would say never mind. So mind is a very important subject. Because according to Upanishads, mind is the cause for bondage, and mind is the cause for freedom also. If somebody you say he is a good person, what does it mean? Because he is wearing a good dress. Yes, I can. He is wearing the latest cologne. He is having the latest mobile. therefore he's a good person. Could you say that? Yes or no?
No.
Thanks. Say something, then I know that you are alive. So, if you cannot say it's a good person because he is driving a good car, or is a good person because he is coming from the good university, huh? Can you say that?
No.
Or he is a good person because he has a good hairstyle? None of these makes a good person. I asked in one satsang, you want a good boy, a good child, or a smart child? Many people say smart. So a smart kid need not be good person. There are many people in this world who are smart, but they are not good. A good person need not be smart also. But ultimately what we are looking for in anybody is goodness. Instead of goods, look for good. No, but Gujaratis have a different understanding of the word good, you know. That's, I don't want to talk about that. Who are all Gujaratis here? They put good in everything. You're not talking about that. Good. Good. So, what is goodness? One has to ask this question. Is it related to the body? No. Is it related to education? No, really speaking. Is it related to good thoughts that he has?
Yes.
How do you know? How do you know that a person has good thought? You cannot see whether a person has good thought or a bad thought. Oh, look at the face, he has a good thought. You would have put 2-3 foundations. That doesn't mean. Just looking good does not mean he's good or she is good. Huh? So, good thought is expressed through good behavior. It expresses through good intentions. It expresses through good actions. It expresses through good purpose in life. All our actions, thoughts and behavior will have no real impact or sustainability unless it has a good purpose and focus. If you say, I had a good flight, what does it mean? Many people say, how was the flight? Very good. Lot of nice food they gave. You had a bumpy flight, but had a lot of food. Oh, everything would come out only. What does it mean I had a good flight? Meaning I had no issues and I comfortably flew down, and then at the end of it I don't feel tired. Right? You cannot say, oh, I had a very good flight, you know. You're so tired, unhappy, and then you can say good flight. So how do you find out whether one has really good thought? For yourself, not about others. At the end of the day, how is your mind? Agitated, disturbed, unhappy. Then throughout the day, you had so many unwanted thinking in your mind. So somebody would say, he had a good life. When one is passed on. Meaning, he, at the end of the life, he was not unhappy about he lived. He or she lived a life which is fulfilling life. Good life. So it is said that just like at the night, if you want to have a good sleep, you would have completed all your work by that day. If you are carrying on your work for next day, you will not have a good sleep. So your mind is filled with so many incomplete actions, then at night you are thinking about that only. So it is said that the morning is the best time to think about what you need to do, by afternoon or noon, you should have completed most of your job. And between afternoon and late evening, you have finished all the loose ends. And the late, beginning of the night or end of the night, you should have relaxed and ready to go to sleep. It doesn't apply to teenagers. Because only in the night they start the work, thinking about what is now. They are called nocturnals, night travelers. Correct or not? When do you start thinking about next day? Or the day begins when? Middle of the day. Just like morning, you have to think what to do. When before noon or end of the noon, afternoon you would have finished everything. Evening is for tying the loose ends. And evening, late evening to night is to relax. Then you can sleep well. In the same way, in one's life, one should start thinking about what needs to be done in the beginning of the life itself. Students' age. That's when they start forming their plan for the life. By the time they are 30, 40, 50, they would have already started accomplishing what they want to accomplish. Between 50 and 70 or 60, 50 to 70, they should just finish the loose ends. Afterwards, relax. Today morning I had a satsang and then somebody asked, Swamiji, what is your advice for 75 plus? First thing is, I said, I never advise anybody. Because nobody listens. Anybody listen to anybody's advice? I don't. For sure. Nobody changes because of anybody's advice. Unless you want to change, nobody can change you. Clear or not? Do you listen to anybody's advice? Yes or no? Sometimes. See? She's very clear, practical. No. Say no. Sometimes, maybe parents or anybody, sometimes I listen. Sometimes it is going through me. So, when at this stage, when one is ready to understand about life, learn about what is life is all about, accomplish what you need to accomplish, and late in the evening, you have to tie the loose ends, and at the end of your life, meaning last part of your life, relax. And therefore, what is my advice for 75 plus? Just live, don't worry, keep going. You cannot do anything now. About the past, you can't do anything. Right? Nothing can be changed of the past. Your future is only one more week. What do you think about it today? Don't plan beyond 1 week when you are 75. So what is a good mind then? One who has clarity in thinking about what to do and accomplish that. And relax. If one start thinking about what to do at 70, then you say it's better to postpone it to the next life. Not in this life, it's going to happen. Sumanase, sushtu manaha. Good mind is that which is capable of relaxing itself without the worries about the future, regrets of the past, anxieties and excitements in the present. And therefore, earlier the better you start thinking about it. What is the ultimate purpose of life? And traveling towards it. You may not achieve, but it's better to walk. At least sometime you have to start walking. If I have to reach somewhere, the step number 1 is where I am from. So that is the advice of all the Upanishadic teaching or the Gita or everything else. Chara eva eti, chareveti, chareveti. Keep going. Don't stop. So a good mind has good intentions and good thoughts because it has good purpose. Good thoughts are possible only when my focus is clear. There are people who may be good, but they ask always, I am so good, but nobody appreciates me. I have done good to many people, but nobody recognized me. Then that goodness is a transactional goodness. मैं इतना किया है, कोई thanks भी नहीं देता है. Nobody is even thanking me for that. Swami, you should know, being a wife is a thankless job. From whom they want to thank? किससे thank चाहिए आपको? Being a husband is a thankless job. Every day morning, your wife, thank you. Or all the people in your home, thank you, thank you, thank you. Is that what you want? An action need not be seeking thanks. An action should be giving thanks to God. Being a human, we are given this opportunity to grow. You must be eternally thanking the Lord for this. So your life should be a thanks to God only. Who else? Don't expect anybody to give you thanks. You are actually thanking the Lord for what is given to you. And therefore, one lives with gratitude, grateful attitude towards God. Then one does not seek any recognition, respect, acknowledgement, praise from anybody. This goodness cannot, this kind of thinking cannot come unless we observe life carefully, or at least listen to those who have observed life. There is a text called, you might have known, Sadhana Panchakam. Beautifully, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Janakrupa Naishturyam Utsrujyatam. Do not take anybody's criticism or praise too seriously. If it is productive for your own growth, yes. But do not get carried away by anybody's praise or anybody's criticism. Why it is said there? Because what you do, if you are convinced that is right, don't worry about what others say about it. If you know it is right, if you have proof that what you are doing is right, then you don't need anybody's praise. When you prepare food and offer it as prasad to God, whom are you expecting to praise you? You offer in front of God. कुछ बताओ ना. And somebody, after the prasad is thing over, and you give to someone. Don't worry about it. Bhagavan le liya. Even Lord has taken, what's my problem with others? That doesn't mean you cook whatever you want and then give it to Bhagavan. If the Lord has accepted, then what is his problem? Bhagavan accepts everything, indeed. Whatever you give. Tatram pushpam palam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati. One who gives with love, tadaham bhakti upakrutam ashnami prayatatmana. I just take the love, nothing else. So the intention is good, the purpose is good, then the action is good, the thought is good. And what you look for in others are only that goodness. Now, this is one understanding about what is Sumanase means. Sumanase. So, to strive to be at that level of goodness is a sadhana itself. Because we are, very often they are not, are influenced by what others think about us. What is others' opinion about us? And our goodness also happens if others are good to us. If you are nasty to me, I am also not. Then it is not goodness. Your goodness is not temporary, relative, it should be absolute. Don't say I am good to this person because she is good to me. then it's a transactional goodness. It is not your nature. You're only transacting with that goodness. Isn't that true? Huh? But real goodness is where, in spite of whoever the other person is, doesn't matter to me. My approach to life is goodness. Doesn't matter who is receiving it. That's why I said, the higher purpose is kept in mind, then you are good all the time. If I ask you, are you a good person or a bad person, what's your answer? Are you a good person?
I think so.
You may think. Are you good?
I don't know what the answer is.
Are you good? Nobody answers this. Are you good? What does it mean? What does that shoulder going up means? I don't know. I don't know or I don't care. The kids are very funny. Do you want food? I don't care. What does it mean? You don't want or what? The worst answer is I don't know. Are you hungry? I don't know. Who will know? Other than I don't know whether you are hungry or not. That's why I'm asking that question. If anybody asks you, are you good? What is your answer? Are you a good person?
Yes.
You should affirmatively say yes. And don't say that with you, yes. If you keep asking me the same question, I may not be. So, see, Satyam or truth is that which doesn't change, right? And if you say, I am going to tell somebody a lie is a lie only when you know the truth. Correct or not?
Yes.
I cannot lie to you without knowing the truth. Can I lie to you without knowing the truth? So, truth is depending upon what? Lie is depending on what? Truth. So also, goodness should be that irrespective of whoever that be, it should be the same. If it is relative, then you have no higher purpose. That's very clear. I am good to this person and not to that person. That means I have something to get from him and I don't care about this person. That's not what Bhagavan Krishna or any of those scriptures teach us. Sri Rama, when he was in the forest, when Bharata came to meet him with all his mothers, 3 mothers. The first one Rama prostrated was Kaikeyi. Any one of us would have done that? No, you are the cause for my trouble here. And Lakshmana was ready to kill her alive. But the one who first saluted and did the namaskar, to whom he did Kaikeyi. You know why? It's not to show off to the people. It is not to say, see how good I am, first time doing to her. No, because he was very sensitive. She will be feeling so bad. She is feeling so, ashamed of her action. And everybody has been gali dete rehte hain usko. Isn't it? Everybody knew that she is the cause of the problem. Everybody is unhappy about her. Everybody is negative about her. And she is feeling so low to uplift that person's morale. To make sure that she will also feel ashamed to see him. That sensitivity, that ability to accommodate others' feelings, not to making use of it. That is Rama. That is Rama. To understand that character, you need to go very deep into that personality. very sensitive to what is going on in somebody's mind. Being aware of that, being alert about that, and doing something about it. Now, many times we know, but we don't do anything about it. That is Ram. He knows exactly how she is feeling. And I am the only person who can correct it. However much anybody will say anything, it won't have an impact as much as when Rama does that. Because he is the first victim of our action. In spite of the fact he knew later on that his father died because of that. Therefore he is Sumana. A person who is aware of goodness and a person who knows that what goes on in somebody's mind and how to alleviate that by doing the right action. So such is the sensitivity of a good person and not transactional. Even to a person who is apparently bad, evil, the nature of a sadhu is to give him positivity. You can change. You can change. If you would like to, you can. Sadhureva, yesterday also he said, Sadhureva samantavyaha samyak vyavasato hi saha. Anyone can become a sadhu provided such a person has decided to change. Who cannot be a sadhu? Only if we can understand that I can change my thoughts. I can make it positive. If one has the ability to think in this way and ready to change, such a person is a sadhu. And any opportunity anyone would provide for such a person to change, that person is a good person. Nobody is neglected. Which part of the body you don't need? Tell me. I think it's too many fingers, no? Too many fingers. Let me take out 3-4 of them. Do you think so? Bhagavan did not create anything useless in this world. Nothing is useless. Everything is useful. We don't know the use of it. That's all it is. We do not know the use of a thing, and therefore we think it is useless. Everything in this creation has a purpose. Bhagavan never created anything purposelessly. Every leaf is a purpose. Every flower has a purpose. Every grain has a purpose. But only when we realize that we cannot but be good to others, because everybody has a role to play in the whole galaxy of doing things. Entire creation, vibrating His presence, doing things everywhere. As I used to give the example, if you are eating idli or yogurt, you have no idea what makes a yogurt, right? Do you? Do you know? There are very tiny, unseen bacteria who are sitting there making your idli possible. I don't think these bacteria are necessary. Eliminate it. Even if you want, it cannot be eliminated. But they are doing a job for you to enjoy your idli. You won't even see them. So, can I not be good to those bacteria? Even there, although I don't know them. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. I do not know how many people are helping me to survive. We take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. Don't take anything for granted. So when we broaden our perspective, we cannot but be thankful to everyone, everything in this world. And such an individual alone is truly good, not transactionally good. Let us say that you are in an airport and you are walking by and there is another person sitting there in the chair and smiling at you. What do you do? Just as you're occupied. What do you do? You smile back, all right. No, who is this person? What does he want? What is his intention? Don't you think? At least that thought will pass through your mind. Let us say one small child, just a few months old, smiling at you. What do you do then? What is the intention of this child? Why is she smiling? You won't. Why? The child's smile is innocence. You don't assume things there. You don't think about what is the intention behind the child smiling. So we always have this complicated personality. When somebody smiles, huh? Kuch hai. Something is there. You know, you will never know where the help is coming from. Only if you are able to, without expecting anything, when you do good to anyone, you will be reciprocated. You will never know that. But for that purpose, don't do it. You are doing good is meant for thanking the Lord. And He knows and He will find ways and means to help you out. I'll give you a simple example. You may not accept what I'm saying, but I'll tell you that. 2 years back when we went to Kailash, and there is a place called Lhasa in Tibet. And I had a flight from Lhasa to Chengdu in China. And Chengdu to Bangkok, Bangkok to LA. This is my flight. So I had luggage, obviously, because we went for trekking and etc. So I went to the airport in Tibet and I wanted to check my luggage all the way up to Bangkok. If possible, all the way to LA. It's a continuous flight, one after another. But various, it's a chain of various flights. They said, no, you have to check out your luggage and recheck in Chengdu. I said, I have only 1.5 hour gap between flight into Chengdu and flight out of Chengdu. I cannot do. If there is a delay in the luggage, and I cannot do it. And if to check in, you need to go 3 hours before. Otherwise the flight will go away. They never cared about it. No, that's a policy. Now, I had one person from our travel agent not travel agent, our guide, etc. He was there and he was a local person. I said, do something about it. And he started shouting at them left and right and in their language I do not understand. There is nothing doing. I say, oh, cannot do it. So he tried to convince them, saying that it's not possible. No. So when he finished and when I was about to board, I just checked in, what can I do? And so I gave him extra some money, more than what he wanted. Thank you for your help. He was very frustrated. He said, how are you going to do? I said, don't worry about it. We'll do something, but take this money. He said, no, this is not necessary. I said, you take it. I gave it to him. He thanked me profusely and went away. Then the flight took off then they went to Chengdu. By the time the luggage came, my flight went. Gone. Because I cannot, the flight won't wait for me. So I got my luggage. By the time it is a domestic and I have to go to the international airport, and then I went to the airport, a long time they closed and went. I was thinking, if what I have done so far is good, The help will come somewhere. I looked around, all the counters were closed, flight is gone, and none of the people there understand a word of English. Nobody. I was wondering, what will happen now? What is my plan? So I went around and to the airport, and then I found one office was open, one airline's office. I went inside, there's a few of them sitting there. Anybody knows English here? Everybody looked around, nobody. So then I started coming out, and then one young girl, she looks young. Asians always look young, I don't know how age it was. I looked at her and said, "Good evening." She said, "Good evening." Car told her. "Good evening, you told me," a cat told her. "Do you speak English?" "Yes, of course. What is your problem?" "That's it. Oh, come." I'm telling you, she was there with me for an hour and a half to make sure that I get into the flight. I mean, there's a big story. I don't want to go into the details. So many different options and this and that. So finally, I could get my flight to Bangkok, because that is the crucial point. After that, it is easy. Then I was ready to get the ticket done, and then therefore I was paying the money, and turn around, she was not there. Long time gone away. So I asked this person, "Hey, do you know her?" "I don't know her, but she seemed to have helped you, that's it." Now you see, I do not say there is a connection in between, but even if I do not see, there is connection. You do good to someone, definitely it is reciprocated, but not the way you want it. Bhagavan does not do the way you want it. The way he wants only he will do it. Because it is like you shout. It is like a person standing in a top of the hill and shouts. What he will hear back is what he shouted. "I hate everyone in this world." What will you listen back? Same thing. On the other hand, you say, "I love everyone in this world." What will hear back is the same. What you give to the world is what you receive from the world. And it is not something which, as I said, you do it because you want to receive goodness from others. Again, that's not the point. But surely, if you are doing good, you will receive what is good from the world. That's the way it works. It's as much as you throw the stone above. Above your head you throw the stone. Where it will go? Some 20 feet away, and then will fall. If you throw above, it will come directly onto your head only. Nowhere else it will go. That is the nature of things. So a person who thus engages in this world with the goodness of purpose, there will be definitely a lot of things that will help him to become more good. And therefore, you can become effortlessly good. There is no effort to become being good. Nowadays, because of our previous karmas or our upbringing and many other things that we have gained as experience in our life, to be good is an effort. How many of us look at a stranger and smile? Why should I smile at that person? He never smiled at me ever. If that is the way we think, and then smiling itself is an effort. What Gurudev has given as a motto for Bagalvir, keep smiling. Isn't it? Not keep smelling. Keep smiling. Keep smelling, only dogs does. So for us to be good is an effortful action. For people like Gurudev, being good is an effortless engagement. And they don't even think about it. once Gurudev was asked this question, because he was buying a property, you know what is known as Chinmay International Foundation, that was a very ruined place when he bought it in the 90s. And so he said that I am going to buy this place for me, my obligation or my commitment to Shankaracharya, whose ancestral home this is. And it should not be ruined. It should be kept, it should be protected. Whatever happens which according to plan may not happen, but at least the place has to be protected. It's a very important historical site. So he went ahead and bought that place and spent money into making it, a workable, functional place, removing all the unwanted things and reconstructing the thing. So many things he was doing. And somebody asked this question, Swamiji, why do I need to do all these things? He gave a very, very interesting answer. Because unfortunately, I am born with some compassion, which you don't have. That's all. So, the love for humanity, love for the posterity. Today you may not see what I am doing is right or good. But if I know that it is going to help maximum number of people, eventually, even if it is today, it may not appear to be on so to you, it will surely help. That is the goodness of purpose. Not looking for an answer tomorrow, not looking for a result immediately, but my goodness, my act of goodness will help people. That firmness, and therefore effortlessly doing it, that is called Sumanase. The mind which is not impure, unhappy, agitated, restless, joyless. To become peaceful, happy, joyful, we have to put a lot of efforts, and that's why all the gadgets are there. Remove all the gadgets. Even a child which is a few years old, and yesterday also, day before, one child was it's only 4 or 5 year old. And then I took away the phone from that child and gave it to the father. Don't spoil him with that. Ah, that fellow started crying. Let him cry. Don't give it. Because it gets cut off from the world. Others don't exist. All that exists for the child is what is inside that. And unfortunately, that is the world we are getting into. People are disconnected physically, emotionally, connected only in social network. Otherwise not working, only networking. No doubt it has its own plus and minus. We know that. But if you are disconnected from the people around you, why do you need to connect it to 1,000 miles away somebody? If one cannot do good to the people around oneself, what is the point in doing good to anybody else? That's why I tell the volunteers also, don't do volunteering without doing work at home. मैं जगत को ठीक करना चाह रहा हूं, कहा घर में कुछ नहीं करूंगा. क्या बात है? पहले स्टार्ट करो घर से. Get your house straight first, before you go out in the world. So therefore, what I mean is the goodness cannot be partial. I am good to this, and not there. I am good only here and not there. Especially the teachers have to understand this. In the Bal Vihar, Chandan laga ke, Kumkum laga ke aata hai. Wahan pe party girl. You see, you will be caught at some point of time. Suddenly you find one of your Balware child looking at you. This is my teacher. So the commitment to be good is to be everywhere. Not place based upon some place. That goodness cannot be partial or relative. So that is the reason. That's what we receive or see in people like Gurudev. He said, be like a mirror. Whoever is in front of you, you are the same. You show who they are. It is not that, he came, he's a nice person, I'll show better. And somebody who comes not, ugly, I will turn away. It's not like that. So he would say, be like a mirror, reflect them. You are not going to change. You are what you are. If they get benefited out of you, good. If they can't see anything good in you, it's okay. But you don't change. You be the same. To be the same to all at all times, requires that strength. Bhagavan Krishna also says, Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshu sena priyaha. I am same to all. I do not have anybody whom I specially love or anybody do I hate. No, I am not. So that goodness is great, where there is no relativity involved. It's not because they have found samam pashan hi sarvatra samavastidam ishwaram vinashyatsu avinashyantam yap pashyati sapashyati. One who has gained that knowledge that the one which is residing in the heart of everyone is the same. Only such a person can be good at all times, irrespective of who is in front of you. Otherwise, our immediate judgment is, who is this person? How much money he has got? Where is his status? Which jati he is from? After having come away from the India, still that thing goes on and on and on and on. First question he asked, are you Naidu? Are you Reddy? Are you Kamma Reddy? Or Banga Reddy? Bangaru Reddy? And based upon that also clan. Tana, Tina, Tona. Because Tana is not done. Is it right? What do you have? So many of them? What is it called? Tana and then Atta. Atta, wheat, and then rice, everything is there. Why? Based upon this again, the jati. I'm telling you. Why? Why seeing more and more differences you see? How can you be good? So be like a mirror, it doesn't matter. Whoever it is in front of you. Based upon the caste, the color, creed, jati, this, that, and we become very complex after some time. We don't know how to behave to other person. Should I smile at the person because he's not same jati? Kya kare aisa? What do you do with such people? Or what will others think if I'm talking to him? Why should you bother about that? Brahman nahi, non-Brahmin hai. मैं बात नहीं कर सकता. I won't talk. Why? Meat eating. You know Ram also ate meat? Don't even keep him here anywhere. Bhagavan Ram. He ate meat. How can you keep him as Bhagavan? Is it shocking to you? It's there in Valmiki Ramayana. He ate meat. What to do at that time? That was the food. It's interesting when we were reading that last week, Valmiki Ramayana. Interesting, the translator does not want to say he ate meat. But it's very clearly, Mamsam, written there very clearly, Mamsam. So, Medyam means, the very word Medyam means a meat which is offerable to God. That's called Medya. Okay. It's very clear from the statement it is Mamsa. What is the translation? Fruit pulp. It is okay. Maybe it is. Second line. Medyam, he offered it after putting it into the fire and burning it properly. Fruit pulp you take, put it into the fire. What stupidity is that? Can you take a fruit pulp, put it in the water? I am doing barbecue of banana pulp. Anyway, that is what is written there. I can even show you in English translation. Because they don't want to say that Bhagavan Rama eat meat. I'm not saying that you should all eat meat. That's what I don't take it in the wrong sense. But what it means is that because of somebody eating this and that, and I'm not going to smile at that person. Then you are not Sumanas. It's far beyond all these disparities. One who is able to see Samam, one, that Brahman in the heart of all. Such a person alone is truly good. Such a person alone can relate oneself with everyone in the same way. Universal love is possible only when one is not seeing the differences at all. All the Brahmanas are worshipping Ram. Ram himself is not a Brahmana. What will you do? Krishna is not a Brahmana. Shiva is not Brahmana. Arey Baba. Kya kare? Hanumanji is not Brahmana. What will you do? Which is Brahmin God? You tell me, show me now, right now. Which is Brahmin God? Tell me now. Is there any Brahmin God? Quick. Rama is not Brahmin. I am telling you that. Narayana. No Brahmana there. There is no, he is beyond Brahmana. Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, everything. Which avatar of Narayana is Brahmana? Tell me. Do you have Vamadeva as a worshipper? You worship Vamadeva? You worship Krishna, right? You worship Rama, right? You worship Narasimha. Narasimha obviously is not Brahmana. Which one? Bhabam. Iyengar. This one, whatever you put, understand one thing. Bhagavan has nothing to do with the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. He is beyond that. Please understand that. So your goodness should not be based upon what he is born of, which jati, which kula, which gotram. Don't come into such restrictions. Then you will never be good to anybody. Jati, niti, kula, gotra, duratam. Nama, rupa, guna, dosha, varjitam. Desha, kala, vishayati, vartiyat. Brahma, tattvamasi, bhavaya. It's all, we created all these divisions, unfortunately. And we get restricted ourselves. It is like somebody is going to a buffet. And he has list of what he would not eat less more than what he can eat. Starve. Nobody can help you there. In the same way, if you are restricting yourself based upon I will talk to only people of this kind and not even smile at anybody who does not belong to my jati or my this and my, who is going to suffer? World will not suffer. You will suffer. That is why it is difficult. Breaking the barriers and being good is not a mere thought. As I said, it has to have higher intention, higher purpose, higher vision. Seeing the oneness alone can make a person effortlessly good. That effortless goodness is called Sumanas. And only a sadhu, a person who has gone beyond all these human created, self-created divisions based upon so many known and unknown parameters. Only such a person can conditionlessly good. Flowers do not bloom looking at whom to it blossoms for. Rain does not come, doesn't matter whoever is receiving it. Nature never does for somebody. Nature does it for the Lord. Whoever it be, it gives. Only the people in another state won't give. They would say, we are not giving to you. But Bhagavan gave it to you, right? Bhagavan did not say, I will pour only here, not there. Flowers, do they say that I will not blossom for you, only for that other person? Fruits would not say that I will not come to you. Nature is Bhagavan's expression, Lord's expression. It is for everybody. Doesn't have any restrictions. So should be a person who can become effortlessly good no matter who is in front of him. Such a person like that was Gurudeva. He was available for all equally, expressing his love, concern, interest and compassion to everyone, whoever came to him. Of course, he cannot go hunting for people. Whoever came to him, that's like if fire is there and you stay far away from the fire and say, oh, it's cold, it's cold. You come closer, you will get warmth. Similarly, Mahatmas do not go to people to tell them that I can teach you. Those who are able to come closer to such Mahatmas definitely benefited. By observing them, we realize that it's possible to be good without any restriction. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.